Hello and welcome to your EPL Index Transfer Daily Show on Thursday, the 11th of July. Is the morning after England reached the Euro 2024 final with a massive win over the Netherlands. They will face Spain in the final. Obviously, Ollie Watkins with the late goal there, sending them into the final. And the exciting thing about this is, with the Euros finally coming to a close, you can expect these transfer deals to really start picking up and progressing, which is really exciting. That's what we're here for on the EPL Index Transfer Daily. So yeah, as the Euros come to a close, transfer window will begin to get really busy, and that's exactly what we're going to be looking into today. There are some confirmed deals to be looking at. There's some new updates to be looking at, and deals that we've discussed over the last few days as well. So we'll delve into that. But before we do that, for those of you who don't know, my name is Ben Pescod. I'm an EPL Index contributor. You can find my articles over on the website. And now I'm hosting the EPL Index Transfer Daily Show while Dave's away, who you might be more familiar with. But yeah, we'll delve straight into a couple of completed deals to get into. The first one is Liverpool, a team that's been really quiet in the transfer window so far. They have made their first signing of the transfer window. It's not exactly the signing that a lot of Liverpool fans might have been hoping for, but they have signed 15-year-old Rio and Gamoa. I might have pronounced that wrong, probably have pronounced that wrong, from Chelsea. The 15-year-old talent was really highly rated, linked with the move to Man United. I'm pretty sure at one point Liverpool have won the race to sign him. There's a couple of other little murmurs and rumours around Liverpool, nothing concrete really. The reporter is saying that they are interested in Adrian Rabiot, the Juventus midfielder, who is on a free transfer this summer, and apparently they're in the race alongside Bayern Munich and Real Madrid. But in my complete honest opinion, I don't see that one. I think that's a non-starter. I don't see Liverpool going for Rabiot at all. I could be proved wrong, but and across academies in England, Liverpool obviously saw something that they liked in him. So yeah, that's the first deal completed today. Another one is involving Man United, who obviously we spoke about yesterday, and we're really busy. There's plenty of incoming deals, but this is an outgoing deal done. Well, there's two, actually. First one is Donny van der Beek, is moving to Girona for 500k up front. We mentioned this on a podcast that was around last week. That deal is done, but it's important to note that those fees could rise to around anywhere between 4 million and 15 million for the Dutch midfielder. Obviously joined Man United from Ajax and was really highly rated, and it hasn't worked out for him at all really at Man United. But yeah, his time at Old Trafford is over. It's a 4-year contract agreed at Girona, who obviously had a really impressive season in the Liga themselves. So yeah, we'll see how Van der Beek gets on there. This is probably the biggest deal of the day. Bayern Munich have finally confirmed the signing of João Palhinha from Fulham. That's Fabrizio Romano. Everything is done. Medical already completed. All documents signed between the two clubs. Fulham midfielder, around £50 million he's leading for. Medical already done. Contract agreed until 2028. That's a 4-year contract. So yeah, this one's been one that's dragged on for over a year now. You know, he was expected to join Bayern Munich last summer, and that deal collapsed on transfer deadline day. So Bayern Munich do finally have their man. João Palhinha is a Bayern Munich player. Another confirmed deal, down towards the bottom end of the table, Southampton have confirmed the signing of Yukinari Sugarawa from AZ. He's a full Japanese international, if I'm not mistaken. Around £6 million is the fee being banded around. The Southampton have paid to secure his signature. Again, I'm not going to act like I know too much about this player. Another one that's staying down on the south coast, Bournemouth have signed Daniel Jefferson from Sheffield United. That is expected to be around a £1.5 million fee. It is technically a free transfer. Jefferson, his contract expired as Sheffield United in the summer, but Bournemouth are having to pay a £1.5 million training fee, it's called. But yeah, Jefferson signed a 4-year deal on the south coast. You don't expect him to be starting many games next season. More of a squad player behind Dominic Solanke. But yeah, decent signing, really cheap, and definitely promising. A bit similar to Cameron Archer going to Sheffield United maybe last season. Similar sort of role, maybe not as much first team football, but definitely a promising player in there. And the final one is a departure. Japhet Tanganga, many will remember, was really highly rated at Tottenham Hotspur. He has left Tottenham to join Millwall. That is on a permanent deal, free transfer. That was expected to go through. Obviously, Tanganga spent last season on loan at Millwall. So this was a deal expected to go through, and it has done so. So yeah, and the final piece of confirmed news is Wilfred Ndidi is signing a new contract at Leicester. I know it's not a transfer signing or departure as much, but still a really important signing for Leicester. Signing Ndidi down to a new contract until 2027. This one is. It does involve a release clause, but it's not too sure what that fee or figure is at the minute in terms of the release clause. That one will probably only become known in the next few days. So yeah, definitely worth keeping an eye out to see what that fee is. He's been linked with a move to the likes of Newcastle in the past, but it looks like he's set to stay at Leicester for the foreseeable. So yeah, that is all your confirmed, completed deals or contract news from the last 24 hours. All the attention has been on the Euros, but things have been going on behind the scenes. And obviously, if you look back at what we spoke about yesterday, I think the first thing we can talk about is Jadon Philogene, the Hull winger, expected to go to Ipswich. Everything was pointing towards him going to Ipswich, but there has been a late twist in that move. Aston Villa have reportedly, according to Fabrizio Romano, activated their buy clause that they inserted in Philogene's contract at Hull when they sold him. Obviously, Philogene used to be at Aston Villa, didn't really get given a chance. And apparently Aston Villa's deal of figure in that clause is 30% lower than the figure being demanded for the likes of Ipswich, Crystal Palace and Everton, who are all still pushing to make a deal for Philogene. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Philogene does here. The ball's kind of in his court. Ipswich have no option but to accept that deal from Aston Villa. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see where Philogene ends up. It looked like he was all set to go to Ipswich. And the interesting thing about this, for me, is Sky Sports report that Jacob Greaves, another Hull City player that was set to make this move to Ipswich, he has completed his medical. That seems to be going through absolutely fine. That seems to be set to be announced in the next few days. So this could be my skepticism coming in here, but the fact that one deal is progressing more than the other does suggest that there has been a late twist in that one, and it seems like Aston Villa really threw the cat amongst the pigeons, so to speak. And yeah, it's up to Philogene really at this point, and obviously the clubs to agree on a fee. Obviously Ipswich can come in and offer more money, but they've already offered more money than Aston Villa. That's the interesting thing. It is down to the player. If the player wants to move to Aston Villa, he will get it. There's nothing Ipswich can do if that clause has been triggered. And another team we spoke about in length yesterday was Man United. Branthwaite, De Ligt, Ugarte and Xerxes. Another one just from Man United, which is pretty much completed, is Mason Greenwood is going to Marseille. I know we spoke about that yesterday, but that does look like there was rumours of a late twist. That does look like it will go through. But yeah, in terms of incomes, Man United are preparing a third bid for Jared Branthwaite, the Everton defender. Everton obviously holding out for around £75 million reportedly. Man United made a £35 million bid, then a 45 plus £5 million bid. The next bid is expected to be around 50 plus 5, I'm pretty sure. We'll wait and see over the next few days what happens with that, but I can't see Man United going in. If this one's rejected, I can't see Man United pushing on too far, and I definitely don't see Everton getting the £75 million that they're asking for Branthwaite. Staying in that defensive area for Man United that they seemingly want to strengthen so much, we had the news of Lenny Yoro yesterday, a bid accepted. There's no further news on that, other than really Yoro still wants Madrid. It's exactly the same as yesterday. Man United have had a bid accepted, but that's it. But in terms of another defender, Matthijs de Ligt, the Bayern Munich defender, those talks are still progressing. The player wants to move. All reports are suggesting that Bayern Munich are holding out for around a £50 million fee. I think Man United are working around £43-45 million, but I think that deal might get done in the next few weeks. I don't see any reason why Man United will lose out on this deal altogether because of a few million. Same goes with Manuel Ugarte. Fabrizio Romano seems really insistent that Man United are working on a deal for Manuel Ugarte, the PSG midfielder. No real details in terms of fee or other than the player wants to move, regardless of whether they're playing in the Champions League, which won't be next season. The player wants to move. It's just between the two clubs to kind of come to an agreement on that. And finally, we've been saying it for a while now. It is only a matter of time before Joshua Zirkzee joins Man United. Obviously, with the Netherlands being knocked out of the Euros by England last night in the semi-finals. These moves for De Ligt and Zirkzee will probably accelerate in the next few days and could be announced in the next week or so. And then finally, finishing off with Arsenal, a team that's been in the headlines a lot lately in terms of transfer news. I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but Calafiori is still expected to sign this week. Bologna's still holding out for 50 million. They haven't actually agreed a fee yet, but again, I don't see this being a massive issue. I don't see Arsenal pulling out of the race with Calafiori over a few million, a bit similar to Man United with De Ligt. But yeah, it is still expected that Calafiori is an Arsenal player by the end of this week or by next week at the latest. And a little knock-on effect from this is Arsenal have loaned out Nuno Tavares, the left-back, to Lazio with a £7 million obligation to buy, which means Lazio will have to pay him at the end of that loan, buy him from Arsenal for £7 million. Tavares has never really worked out for him at Arsenal, so it was only a matter of time before he left. But yeah, that's all your latest transfer news in the last 24 hours. As I say, with the Euros drawn close, you'd expect the transfer window to really ramp up. I know Liverpool signing that 15-year-old kid, but the likes of Liverpool, Man City, all waiting to make big moves in the transfer window, and they are expected to make at least one or two signings, at least. So yeah, we'll keep an eye out for that over the next few days. But as always, you can keep up to date with all your EPL Index transfers, articles, podcasts, opinion pieces over on EPLindex.com. And obviously keep an eye out for the EPL Index Transfer Daily Show. Every morning you can look out for that and it'll be out. Whether it's me or Dave, it'll be there. So yeah, I look forward to discussing transfers again tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have a few more confirmed deals, and some of these moves are kind of stuck in motion at the minute. We'll cross the line and we might have a few confirmations to go through. But yeah, other than that, thank you for listening, thank you for watching. And as always, I'll see you in the next EPL Index Transfer Daily Show.